Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be reading books that I have no idea what they're about. And how relevant is this going to be to anything that really happens in the video? Only in how I pick them out and the title. However, and then I'm going to tell you what I know about them and why I feel like I should know. So, here we are. So I've picked out 3 books, and they all have different stories with them. So first off, I have Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher, and I feel like I should know what this is about because I've heard the title a lot in my booktubing ventures, and I have read the description multiple times, but I don't remember what it's about, and that doesn't make it sound very promising, but I think I'm going to enjoy it. I'm excited to read it. T. Kingfisher, my favorite booktuber, Carrie Can Read, has read a lot of her books, so I think, and our reading tastes align pretty good, so I think I'm going to enjoy this quite enough, and it's Nettle and Bone. And then the next one is Crave. Now, I know a little more about Crave. I know Crave is a paranormal romance with, I'm pretty sure, vampires, and is very popular. Ooh, look, I know something else now. Oh yeah, it is vampires. I'm looking at the back. The back has a description. I love that. Also has random red letters. That's very interesting. There's a Jackson Vega, and it seems to be in first person. I don't really read the back description, so I still don't know much about it, but that is the book I know the most about, and I would say I think it's the most out of my normal reading zone. However, one of my friends read this book, and she gave me her copy, and I'm excited. I'm going to annotate it. It's going to be so fun, and then we'll see if I enjoy the series enough to do it. This book is the reason why I'm not sure if I'm going to finish these in the reading vlog. I know I can finish Nettle and Bone in one day. It's so thin. Okay, and the last book is Divine Rivals. Now, I don't know anything about this. I think I heard about it on BookTube. I don't really remember. But, yeah. Now, normally, when I talk about the books in the intro, I like to theorize which one I'm going to like the most. The thing is, I don't know anything about them, so this is going to be fun. I'm actually going to do it. I think I'm going to like Nettle and Bone, then Divine Rivals, then Crave, because Crave is the most out of what I normally read. I think. Presumably. So yeah, this will be fun. It'll be a little adventure, and this intro is so long. So let's jump to the clip where I start talking about the books, and we'll see which one I read first, because I'm debating between Nettle and Bone and Crave right now. But also I think I'm going to watch a booktube video right now. So, yeah, I'm going to download it on my phone because I feel like I deserve it. The dedication alone, hilarious. I might be in love with this book already. My head has been in quite a lot of pain today. Right now it's not, but my eyes feel weird. So, whoopee, lucky me. Anyways, that's irrelevant to my book. Well, actually, it is relevant because it makes it harder to read. However, I'm halfway through Nettle and Bone. Ooh, there's a girl on the cover. I didn't really realize that until just now. I don't really like looking at library covers because the glossy thing makes it hard to look at them, which is a little silly of me, but that is why I make that choice. That was a little painful. My eyes were like, no thank you. US $25. Well, it is library bound. Oh, that's pretty art. I didn't realize there's art. Oh, Boondog is huge. Okay, so I'm halfway through it, and I really enjoy it. I really like how relaxed it is. I'm realizing that I like this a lot in books because I really enjoyed it in Emily Wilde and in The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, where things just kind of happen. And You, Me, and the Nightmare Painter. Things just kind of happen, and it's just like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to have very soft, like kind of soft magic, but maybe a soft plot. I don't know. I feel like in this story it's magic though. And characters are just like, okay, that happened. And it doesn't need much more reason than that for happening. And I'm having really fun with that kind of feeling. It makes me feel like I'm in this fairy tale, and it's very fun for me. I'm really enjoying this. So, like, whimsical makes it feel light and like airy. So I need like the dark version of whimsical. Let me look that up real quick. I want it is fanciful, and it's so, I like this blurb I was reading in hopes of finding a good word. It's so exciting, deeply wise, sad, brutal, compassionate, all at once. I could hardly bear to tear myself away from the eerie, vivid world. With its struggling, flawed, wonderful characters. I thought that was a good little blurb. I'm really enjoying it, and I quite like this character, Mora, I believe her name. Oh, Mara, her name. I was probably thinking I had to know this whole time. And how she's just like, if only I were weaving, like, that's not how it's supposed to be, but I gotta do this thing. And just like how these wonderful things are happening, and I'm like, that's odd. Okay, moving on. I just love that. It's so fun for me. I also love Ferris. Fenris. And I really love all the characters, really. So that is great news. And I think that is all I have to say for now. Still have half the book to read, and I'm gonna do it, and it's probably gonna bug my head, so I'm gonna read a chapter and then take a break and read another chapter, take a break, and go on and on and on. Hi. I still feel not very good, but I did in fact finish Nettle and Bone this morning, and I really enjoyed it. I think all the things I said before are still true. Let me just say, I just love the idea of a demon chicken. I didn't say that before, but I'm saying it now. I love the demon chicken. Overall, I really liked it. All the characters were sweet and fun. It's just, like, so relaxing and lighthearted. Why is there a square on my Powerade bottle? That's odd. But it's so relaxing, but so dark and, like, not gritty, but dark, and it's whimsical, and it's just beautiful, and I really, truly loved it. And I'm so glad I read it, and now I'm figuring that I'll do a Teen Kingfisher blog sometime in the future, and I'll read like 3 Teen Kingfishers, and that'll be a fun little thing to do. Okay. I'm halfway through Crave, and I am enjoying it quite a bit. It is very intriguing, and it grips me. No, let me just say, I'm pretty sure I watched a video explaining this, and I forgot about it. I feel like that's true for a lot of these books, because why they all go together, and I'll title this video books I know nothing about, even though I've heard about them a bunch. And yeah. So, I should explain the plot, shouldn't I? This girl, she goes to a school, and there's shenanigans there, because it's not all what it seems. You know, I know it's a paranormal romance, right? I'm pretty sure Jackson's a vampire. Flint is a dragon. And I feel like eventually we're going to find out Grace is a gargoyle, but I might have made that up from a different video. Especially the Grace being a gargoyle part. I'm not really sure what the other group would be, the one that Macy's in. I feel like that would maybe be werewolves. I feel like those three would make sense. But I don't really know. It's very fun. I'm tired. I'm tired all the time right now. I feel terrible mentally right now, which is not great, but I'm still enjoying this book a lot. Another thing this author does is she uses the same phrase so many times. She said desert dry so many times, and I don't know, but like I noticed it, and it's such like I don't really like the phrase, and she keeps using it. It's annoying. What do I think of the characters? I don't quite know, and I don't feel like I should speak on it, so I'm not going to. Anyways, the last chapter I just read, I'm reading the audiobook and the book at the same time. Well, I'm like back and forth, and it told me it's 50% through, so I want to go back to reading now, so we'll find out more thoughts later. Okay, so I am finished with Crave, and I would say I enjoyed it. I don't think I like the prose style. A lot of things grated me. I think, like, I knew Crave was popular in the way that a lot of people think it's bad, so I think that really influenced my opinions on it. But I will say that I really enjoyed reading it, and I was really invested in the characters, and I did want to pick it back up when I was not reading it. So I would say I overall enjoyed it, but the prose sucked. So yeah. Okay, so I'm halfway through Divine Rivals. That's not the spot. There we go. Halfway through. And I'm loving it. I love a good letters thing where, like, they write letters or text messages or however. I love that trope. I love it. It's very fun. And I should explain the plot to you. So, there's these two journalists, and they're doing journalisty stuff, and in real life they're kind of like competitors, but they have these magical typewriters that they can, well, I shouldn't say that, that's a little bit of a spoiler, but I think we find out in part 1, so you should be fine. So they have these magical way of sending letters to each other, that's how I'll say it. And they write letters to each other, and they're falling in love, and it's cute, and there's a war, and that's warring, and it's a little confusing. And then there's gods who kind of have the Persephone and Hades myth, but it's a little different. So that's what's going on. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's cute, the romance, and the plot is intriguing, but I don't care to talk about it. And that's where we are. Okay, so I'm now finished Divine Rivals, like I just finished it a second ago. And I would say I really enjoyed it until, like, the love confession. After that, like, everything was so fast, and I feel like it needed more time. Like, I don't really know, like, I don't know, that's a spoiler, so we're not gonna say it, but I don't know why they, I feel like this is here. I don't know why they did that. And I think it's was, and like all the stuff with the war, I don't care about the war. And I feel like they're being melodramatic, and like things are just happening because that's kind of like where the story needed to go, and it was very frustrating to me.
And I feel like the beginning of the book was this really sweet exploration of their love and all of that. And then it's war, and we get like little hints of it before, but it's never like the main focus. And then all of a sudden at the end it is so much of what's going on. And like, I'll be honest, I just want to see the romance. I don't care about their war and their weird, like, spruced in, like, I feel like in the second half of the book is mostly when it's explored how, like, the deep tragedy of it, and most of it's passing by until the end, and it's like, get going, death, or, and you, like, know, once they get that, I'm signing, so I'm sorry if you know sign language, but once they get, it's sucks for them because it's all so fast-paced, and you know, like, oh, they're doing this because they're about to get separated, and it's just too much going on at the end of the book, and it wasn't satisfying, the ending. I didn't enjoy that. I did not. So yeah. So how I would rank them is I would say Nettle and Bone, the first half, like the first 2/3 of Divine Rivals, Crave, Divine Rivals as a whole. So yeah, that's how that went. And it sucks that we're ending on a rather low note, and that's the first book I finished in a month, so it sucks that ends in a low note, but here we are. Let's see, that's all that I had to say. I would say that was a fun reading vlog. What was I? Yeah. Yeah, that's all. I'm gonna start saying thank you now. So thank you for watching. Thank you for YouTube for hosting me. Thank you for my library for providing these books. Thank you to Adrienne for giving me her copy of Crave. Thank you for Tracy Rowe for writing Crave. Thank you to Rebecca Ross for writing Divine Rivals. And thank you to T. Kingfisher for writing Nettle and Bone. I really appreciate all the hard work that went into that, and all the money and time that went into writing the other things. And thank you to you for watching, and I hope to see you later. Bye!